Hello there everybody. Recently, my channel just surpassed the milestone of 1 million subscribers, which is a number so huge that I can't exactly make sense of it. I wish that I could thank each and every one of you individually, but that would take forever, so this video will have to do for now. I've created some interesting data and facts about this channel from my YouTube analytics page that I'd like to share with all of you. First, 90% of you watching this video are most likely male and 10% are female, so hello and thank you to all of you. Over the past year and 4 months since I created this channel, you have all watched a total of 850 years worth of my videos. That's incredible to think that that much time has been spent or wasted watching my videos instead of working or studying, but I like to think that my videos bring their own kind of productivity in the form of information or knowledge, so hopefully it balances out a little. Of all the 1 million plus of you who are currently subscribed to my channel, a good chunk of you live in the United States, followed by the United Kingdom, Canada, India, Australia, Germany, the Philippines, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Brazil. I have at least one subscriber from every single country in the world except for the following: the Central African Republic, Chad, Eritrea, Kosovo, North Korea, Turkmenistan, and Western Sahara. So if you're watching this video and you live in any of these countries, I hope that you'll consider subscribing so that I can say RealLifeLore has subscribers across every country in the world the next time that I do one of these. It's crazy to see that I have had people watch my videos in some pretty weird locations as well. For example, people in North Korea have logged in 25 minutes watching my videos, and people in Antarctica have logged in 26 minutes. I don't have any subscribers from those places, but I know people are watching from there. Now, as I promised, let's move on to the actual Q&A part of the video. Question 1. Why are you not doing a face reveal? The funny part about this is that you can find my face on the internet pretty easily, and I'll even give you a few clues as to how to do it. The first thing you can do is to visit my Instagram account, which mostly includes pictures of JT, who runs Second Thought, and me on our travels together. Also, Second Thought, Wendover Productions, and I all recently went to Alaska and each made our own videos about it. I'm directly in one of them, so you can watch all 3 and be guaranteed to see me in a part of them. Question 2. What is your name? You can call me Joseph. Question 3. Where do you live? Currently, I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Texas, which is a weird place to be living, but it happens to be where I've lived for the past 20 or so years. Based on some calculations I did, there are over 7,000 people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who are subscribed to my channel, so hello to all of you out there watching this right now. Question 4. How old are you? I am 24 years old as of the posting of this video. Question 5. What did you study in university? I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Relations and a minor in Russian language. I was just 6 classes away from obtaining an economics degree as well, but recently dropped out of that to pursue creating videos on this channel full-time. Question 6. What do you edit your videos with? I use the Adobe Creative Suite for all of my videos, mostly After Effects, Photoshop, Audition, and Premiere Pro. Question 7. Are there any other channels that you know in real life or really enjoy? Of course, I've actually known JT from Second Thought and Andrew from the Royal Ocean Film Society for years, since before we even started college. I think that my most favorite part about YouTube so far has been meeting so many other incredible and talented creators. Some of my most favorite other channels include Wendover Productions, Real Engineering, Kurzgesagt, CGP Grey, and Minute Physics, just to list a few. Question 8. Who produces your music? A good friend of mine named Brandon Moss creates my music. He's incredible, and you can check out his soundtrack and Patreon in the description. Question 9. Do you have a team that helps produce these videos, or is it all just you? Other than the music, I run this entire channel by myself, and it's always been that way so far. I use my own voice, I research all the videos myself, and I animate and edit everything by myself. It's a lot of work, but I find it extremely rewarding. Question 10. What place on Earth do you want to travel to the most? Honestly, everywhere, but I would really like to visit Point Nemo for the geographical significance of it. I am American, but through family history, I do qualify for Italian citizenship. I've never been to Italy before, but I would love to visit since I may be becoming a citizen there soon. I also speak Russian fairly well since studying it in college, but I've never been and I'd like to change that. So if there's any Italians or Russians watching this video, let me know and I'd love to visit. Question 11. What is your favorite video that you've ever made? My favorite video was the one about how far away you can get from everybody else. I just loved the research going into that video and found it fascinating. Question 12. How is the writing of that book coming along? I'm still writing it. I announced it at the end of one of my previous videos, but it's still being worked on. I'm a very slow writer, especially since most of my focus is writing scripts and researching ideas for videos on this channel, but the book is coming, I promise. I'll make an official announcement once it's actually finished and ready. Question 13. What are your plans for the future of this channel? I have very big plans for the future of this channel. It's mostly to keep producing more and more informational and entertaining videos. I have a few secret ideas that I'll reveal at a later time, but if you have any suggestions, feel free to send them to me. Question 14. When and why did you create this channel? I created this channel back in February of 2016. It began as a hobby while I was finishing up my international relations degree at university, and it became my full-time job later in October of that year. Eventually, I even dropped out of university while studying my second degree just this past spring semester. I created it to inform, educate, and entertain people about subjects that I really care about and think are interesting and important. If you weren't doing YouTube right now, what would you be doing instead, or what would you want to be doing? So when I went to university, I dreamed about getting my degree and becoming a US diplomat and eventually an ambassador. I wanted to work for the United Nations or the United States Foreign Service, but I found it difficult to find a job that I liked, so I decided to go back to school for a second degree in economics. I didn't really know what I was doing with my life at the time, so if I wasn't doing YouTube currently, I probably would be doing one of two things. One, I'd just still be in school studying economics, or two, I would have gotten a job with my international relations degree and been a foreign service worker somewhere in Eastern Europe or Africa most likely. Question 16. What's the biggest mistake that you've ever made in a video? I cringe most of all at how I used to pronounce certain British cities before I decided to research proper pronunciation before recording my audio. Most cringeworthy of all include the cities of Leicester and Glasgow, which in previous videos I pronounced as Leicester and Glasgow. I also took the word Maori and butchered it to Maori in another video. But the best thing to do after making mistakes is to not take them personally, learn from them, and just move on. Question 17. Do you drive a Toyota Corolla? I drive a Toyota Yaris, and I guess you could say I'm a huge Toyota fanboy. Toyota has never sponsored one of my videos. I just genuinely like their cars because they're built like reliable tanks. Also, the Corolla is the most sold vehicle ever in history, so I thought that it was a good unit of measurement that people could easily understand and visualize. Question 18. What's your least favorite video that you've ever made? My least favorite video that I ever made was probably the one with the most glaring mistake. It was a video where I explained the Wars of the Roses and how it was similar to the story in Game of Thrones. It took a lot of time, but was poorly made, had terrible audio, was frustrating and time-consuming to research, and had terrible pronunciation mistakes. All around, it was a terrible video, which is why I took it down. Well, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm sorry if your question didn't make it into this video. I'll do my best to respond to additional questions down in the comments, and I'll make sure to do new random Q&A videos like this one in the future as well. Thank you again to everyone for supporting me and my channel, and thank you to everyone who has ever subscribed or watched any of my videos. This past year has been an incredible and life-changing experience thanks to all of you guys, and I couldn't be more grateful.